Hi folks, I hope the first week of Astronomy 120 has been a good one, that it has not been too confusing. It's kind of hard sometimes to know from my point of view how things are going for you. So if you're having trouble, please let me know. If things are going great, then great. I'm going to assume, unless I hear from you, that things are going well. We're now wrapping up the first week. I hope the first week was okay for you. Like I said, it wasn't too confusing, and I hope too that you've learned something about astronomy. Week 2 is coming up, and week 2 is mostly going to be about historical astronomy. Not hysterical astronomy, historical astronomy. And I do that for a reason. I do that because I want you to see, and I'll tell you this in the lecture videos as well, I want you to see that science is a process and not just a collection of facts. That it is a human established process which is prone to error at times, but over time tends to get to the truth of things from a scientific point of view. So I want you to see science as a process and actually kind of as a story, because that's what it is. It's a story. A few notes on the class and in particular on week 2. The first thing to know about week 2 is that our lab tomorrow on Monday, the first lab number 5, which is the first lab of the week, is a little different. It's an observing lab that you're supposed to do over a series of nights. Observations of the moon. That's my cat. This is Louie back here. Maybe you can see him. Observations of the moon. And you'll be doing this lab over a series of nights, and try to start Monday night. Okay, try to start Monday, June the 1st. That's tomorrow. I'm recording this on Sunday. So try to start in the evening tomorrow night, Monday night. Please open that early. Don't wait on this lab. Open that lab tomorrow, read through it thoroughly, ask me if you have any questions, and get started on it as soon as possible. We're in a tight spot because we have to synchronize with the moon's orbit and the moon's phases. And I've got control over some things in the world, but I don't have control over the moon's phases. So please do start that lab tomorrow. One thing you need to know about that lab has to do with altitude and azimuth. Now these are two terms, altitude and azimuth, that you saw in lab number 1, and I want you to review those two topics, altitude and azimuth. And you can measure angles in the sky, and you'll be doing this for your measurements of altitude and azimuth in lab number 5, the moon observing lab. If you stretch your arm out at arm's length, your fist, left to right, is about 5 degrees. From your point of view, your fist covers 5 degrees. And if I rotate like this, it covers 5 degrees up to down. I do it like this, it covers 5 degrees left to right. And if you hold out your index and middle fingers like this at arm's length, the width of those two taken together is about 2 degrees. And you can use these, the 2 degrees and the 5 degrees, you can add them up and determine measurements in the sky that way. You'll be doing it with lab number 5, the moon observing lab, and also later with lab number 9, which is observations of some constellations and so forth. So 5 degrees, index finger knuckle to pinky finger knuckle, that's 5 degrees. The width of 2 fingers is 2 degrees, held at arm's length. Okay, so that's how you can make some measurements in the sky. That's for the moon lab. So about the videos, the lecture videos, I've got videos for Monday covered. I'm going in tomorrow on Monday to get ahead. So right now I'm keeping up, but I hope this week I've added an extra session for myself so I can get ahead on the videos. So by the 3rd week, you'll have all the videos ready to go for the whole 3rd week at once, and I won't have to be adding them in as the week goes on. Please also notice, dear Alert Astronomy students, in your syllabus, there's a new syllabus on the Canvas page. I've updated the schedule for week 2. So when you start week 2, look at the readings from the new schedule, from the new syllabus. It'll say 529 update. And so look on the Canvas page for the syllabus The last 2 pages of that syllabus, those 2 schedules that I have there, have been changed a little bit. So please refer to the 529 update syllabus. It says syllabus, Astronomy 120 syllabus, update 529. Look at those schedules. The due date schedule is the one on page 4, I believe, and the class schedule on page 5. Refer to those from here on out. And there may be a third update to that syllabus. Again, this is because I'm putting the videos together. I'm just a little bit ahead of you. This update business should stop probably after next week as well. So, but do look at that syllabus for your assignments for week 2. That's very important. And finally, if you have any questions, like I said, I've got my Zoom number up. My Zoom ID is on the syllabus. And my Zoom will be open between 4 and 5 Monday and Thursday. Okay? And if you need to get together to chat over Zoom or whatever, please contact me. And we can do that. I'm flexible and we can set up something. All right, the remaining 3 labs this week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are fairly straightforward and don't require a lot of discussion. I think largely it was the moon lab that needed some discussion. That's the lab that you start tomorrow, and you're going to start it early. So the 2 clip and saves, really important clip and saves from this video here. Start your moon lab soon, tomorrow night, if you can all get out there. If it's all, you don't have to have a perfect sky to see the moon. Okay, you just have to have a decent sky. So start the moon lab, that's the first thing. And the second one is, as you read this week, as you look at everything for this week, please refer to the new syllabus, Astronomy 120 syllabus, 529 update. I believe that's it. Here's to a good week 2, and contact me if you got any questions. Y'all take care. Say bye, Louie.